Jersey boy.
What's going on, everybody? This your boy Q.
And this your boy Richie Rich. What's happening, y'all?
And we got a special guest with us today.
Yes.
We have the director of The Recession, the winner of the first season of series True Thoughts review show, Maurice Paramore. What's up, brother?
I'm here, man.
How you doing, man?
Happy to be here, man.
Hey, man, this is a pleasure.
Definitely.
I mean, I watched your whole season. I watched it. This is probably one of the best web series out on the net right now.
I appreciate that, man.
And it's a real shame that a lot more people don't know about you.
It is.
But we are gonna celebrate you because we see your hard work. You know what I mean?
That, man.
It's not about how many people watch it.
Right.
It's about who watch it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And
there you go.
from series True Thoughts and LM Productions, brother,
Oh, wow.
this is for you. You and your cast, man. It's hard work.
Man.
Go ahead, man. Show the camera that.
Man.
Show
Look
it.
at the box, man. First of all, they ain't playing.
Nah.
man.
Yeah, we definitely
We definitely doing it, man.
Oh,
Definitely.
man.
Yeah, we ain't playing.
Sheesh.
and this was well deserved. I mean,
Yes. Well deserved.
Man, it's an honor, man. I just want to say thank y'all.
I know that'll
That's
look
amazing,
good.
man. That's going to look nice on the trophy case.
Yeah, that'll definitely look
I
good
wanna
with
say
you, man.
thank y'all,
Congratulations
man.
to you
No
and your
problem,
cast and
man.
all,
The support,
all the
man.
hard work.
Congratulations.
That's amazing, man. The cast is going to be super excited.
Yeah, man, it's well deserved, man. It's I really, like I said, we gonna promote the hell out of you guys because of the work you guys do, man. It's like an amazing thing that you guys do, and it needs to be talked about. Like that's something that needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell everybody about the show?
Yeah, man, I'm excited about it. We're working on season 2, but if you haven't seen season 1, it's on YouTube right now. Go check it out. Go stream it. Help get them numbers up and spread the word, man. I'm really excited about it. We put a lot of work into this. What's dope about this series, it actually started years ago.
Okay.
It's funny, I started writing this series right after my first feature film called Freestyle Love. And this was around like 2011 and all that. So this is before like web series was really popping online and all that stuff. But for whatever reason, I did like half of the first episode and it just couldn't get it off the ground the right way. So I just kept putting it back.
Right.
Kept rewriting it. And then I was like, you know what? It's time to do a web series. I was doing a lot of short films and stuff like that. But everybody's like, yo, you got to do the series. You got to do a series. I was like, you know what? Now it's time. And that's when I rewrote it for the last time. And I was like, yo, it's time to go. Let's do it.
I mean, I'm glad. I'm so glad you did.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Tell us about yourself, man. Your company. I mean,
Yeah, man. I come from I'm from Jersey, representing Jersey.
Jersey. Now y'all hear that? Jersey.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, we represent Jersey, man. And yeah, you know, I started out, you know, always been into the arts. You know, before I was doing filmmaking, I was a music video director. Before I was doing that, I was into music. I was a producer.
It seems like
artist.
It seems like a lot of people. That's like their start in the entertainment thing.
Yeah.
Like I started the same way. Like
Yeah.
I was making beats. I was a producer. It's just I didn't have the people with the same drive I had.
Yeah.
And it kind of slowed me down where it was like now like I don't have it in music because I love music like
Right.
and I just lost that love for it because nobody wanted to work.
Yeah. It's
I still got it. I'm still doing beats right
There you
now.
go.
I'm still
I
I still got it. I got an artist right now that's he's okay. He's okay. And I'm trying to push him.
Right.
So yeah.
No, that's dope, man. Like listen, I just came out with my second album last year because I fell off of the music, just like you said, for like 10 years, but it never leaves you.
Yeah, you still have
It's
the
always
love.
in you, you know, and it came back, and I got back in the studio, and I felt right back at home. But the great thing about the film and web series and stuff like that, you can still incorporate the music.
Music.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
that's the one medium that you can incorporate all these things. Before I was doing music, I was a DJ and everything. So it's like all of those other things, some past lives and the things that that's got my start, I can still incorporate it into the film.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like this is like the most beautiful medium, because it's like now I can incorporate all these things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And put it into one thing.
That is amazing. That is definitely amazing. Tell them about your company, your production company.
Yeah, so I started a company in 2008 called Dream Boy Vision Productions. Always thinking about dreams, you know what I'm saying? I always look at myself as like the dream boy. And I went to college in William Patterson University. Shout out to Willie P. That's right up there in Wayne. So I'm familiar with up north, man. I spent a lot of time up here. All my friends are still up here. So, when I went to school, I was still doing film. I mean, I was doing music. That's how I got introduced to film, because when I was doing music so serious, I was like, yo, I need visuals. I need music. I need music videos. You know what I'm saying? So my people introduced me to it, got hold of the cameras and all that other stuff, and I just started playing with it, shoot my own videos. And then I became like, okay, this is pretty dope. And then other people would see my videos, and then I would do like some of my friends and stuff like that. And then it just became a thing. Like, then I started writing and writing.
It's amazing when you start to think of something. You put it on paper.
Yeah.
And then you're behind the camera, and you're filming it in pieces.
Yeah. Yep.
And nobody but you sees your vision. Like your actors or the artists that you're working with, they don't see what you see.
No, they can't see the
until it's done.
Yeah.
And then they're like, wow, like.
It's so funny. One of my actors, my first film, and he was all over the place. He did music, you know what I mean, dope brother. But he said that to me at the premiere. Now he was the lead actor. Shot the whole film with him. And, we would go through our moments where he was like, he didn't really want to play like this type of character or this type of scene, whatever. He just couldn't see the whole vision, right? But after the premiere, he was like, I finally see what you were trying to do with this film, and now it makes sense. Like, he could appreciate it when he saw the whole thing. But when it was bits and pieces, and me telling him this, and he just couldn't understand it, but he couldn't see the whole vision.
I deal with my actors all the time, because not all of them are going to be at every shoot.
Yeah.
So they don't know what happened with this guy. The only thing he knows is what I shot with him.
Right.
Yeah.
And he still doesn't even understand why I filmed it the way I did.
Oh, all the time.
And that's it's a beautiful thing, because they're watching it for the first time.
Yeah, and I think at a certain time, you have to earn your actors' trust, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Like, because now I get it, where they, sometimes they might not understand what I'm doing, or a shot, or whatever the case may be. They be like, I trust you. I know it's going to come out. Because they see my work now, and then we built a rapport, and we done enough work. So it's like, all right, I know what you're trying to do, or I know it's going to turn out a certain way. So, I'm cool with that. Like, earning my actors, trust, and letting them know, what I bring to the table and stuff like that. And then when you're working with a lot of new people, sometimes it's either, again, they still haven't earned your trust, or you build up enough reputation where it's like, you know what, I want to work with you because of what you've done or what I've heard from other people. So
or
again, what they see. And that's more important than anything.
Yeah, that's definitely the final product is always going to be the most important. Like, you've been doing this for a while.
Been doing it for a while, yeah.
Like, this is something that, like, we just jumped in. Like, I've always wanted to do it since.
Right.
I'm talking about when they had them big VHS cameras and stuff like that.
I
just didn't we didn't have no money, so it was like I could never get it.
Right.
And we started Vengeance on the cell phone. The first 3 episodes we shot of Vengeance is on the cell phone. Not only did we film it on the cell phone, I edited it on the cell phone.
Oh man.
I didn't even own a computer.
Really?
Didn't even own a computer.
But you still made it happen,
and we got nominated for 2 awards.
Dope.
So it was like, but we did that out of pride, and it's not like, because at that point I could have afforded a camera. I just was like, nah, why?
Right.
Why buy $1,000 camera? I got a $1,000 phone.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
It's smart, and that concept goes a long way, because a lot of people get into this like camera hopping thing.
I can't do it.
Equipment hopping, where it's like, I got to get the newest thing. Man, listen. I bought my first camera in 2008 when I started my company. I kept that to about, I still have it. I'm never selling that joint, because I shot my first movie with that. But I don't think I bought my second camera until like 2013. And I recently just bought my third one. That's like it does everything that I needed to do. Yeah. And I got that last year. I'm good. It's hella cameras that I want, and I see I'm like, but it's like, I'm not going to keep camera.
But they get expensive.
Yeah, they get expensive.
And it's not just the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Now you got all the lenses. You got all the audio, the mics, the light. Like there's so much that
lighting.
goes into it. It gets
is.
so expensive. Like
It does.
we made sure, like once we got the camera, because when we was at the Urban Web Series Award show, shout out to Show Up Films. We was up there. We was so happy that we got nominated. It was like we was in a room with all these big web series.
What? Yes.
848, Project Heat.
All
you got
the
like
big
all
willies,
the big willies.
Yeah.
Like the people are like I was like amazed. I was
Just to
starstruck.
be in a space, bro.
I felt like it was like the Hood Grammys.
And then I looked at him and I said, yo, I don't even care if we win, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said coming in.
Like,
Be here.
yeah, I don't
But
even
I ain't
care
gonna
if
lie,
we
when we
win.
didn't win, I was hurt.
I mean,
Something in me.
Yo,
No, I didn't think we should have, but not winning hurt.
yeah.
Cause I knew we weren't up to it. I'm looking at the names. I'm like, yo, we was in a category. I'm like, yo, I'm looking at these. Oh my God, how are we in a category with these guys?
yeah.
But when I didn't win, it hurt.
And
And from that day, I was like, bruh,
now it's time to step it up.
we gotta step it up. We gotta go get some equipment. Yo, I literally dropped $1,000 on the camera, dropped $1,000 on the computer. You know what I mean? Oh, we gotta get sound, we gotta get mics, we gotta get lights. I started wilding.
It was time to step your game
But
up.
the thing is, I didn't have no education. None of us have any. Like, do you have any type of education in like film? Like, did you go to college?
When I went
film?
when I went to William Patterson, that's why I said when I started to learn the cameras and stuff like that. We had a communication department and we had a film department. I studied communication. I wish I would have studied film.
Yeah.
But communication is they taught me the basis. The basis, they teach you everything from radio, TV to studio production.
Oh, so you got a little.
So you get a little
Yeah,
overview.
so you got a little.
And I learned editing. That was the main thing that I learned editing. I still use the same editing program that I used that they taught me in high school and they taught me in college.
Oh, you use
And I
what you're comfortable
still
with.
use the same principles that they taught me. Now I've learned way more outside of school, but they gave me a certain kind of foundation that I still use today. But I wish I would have went to film school.
See, that's
now
something.
you don't
That's
need
something.
to.
Yeah, but that's something I kind of wish because coming in like everything was a learning experience.
That's cool. Right?
Every single episode we learned something different.
Right.
And it was like, all right, it's still getting it.
But
But
that's-
even to today, we're like, I'm still not happy where we are. I'm like, we know we can do better. Because I watch shows like The Recession or Foster Sin, and I'm like, and I'm watching these, and I'm like, wow, they're damn near flawless. Like I said, when we watched your episode, I had to nitpick to find something wrong.
I appreciate that.
And I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna find anything.
Right.
And then I was like, when you know a director's eye.
Yeah, you start seeing.
You start even watching Hollywood or shit on the TV. Now you see the littlest thing.
Yeah, I see that's
Like
true.
now I can see on a real movie,
Even when you go
and I'm
to-
like, yo, you see that mistake they just made?
Yeah.
Like I just noticed it out of nowhere now,
Yeah.
and that's a director's eye.
And even not just the mistakes, like you just noticing everything. Like me, I can't just watch movies from like a third person standpoint anymore.
Nope,
I'm
you're in
seeing
it.
that cut, and I'm like, all right, well, how did they get that angle? All right,
How did
sound,
they get
where
that
was
in?
Where
Yeah.
would the mic be at? And this, like, you analyze everything. You can't just sit and watch it like everybody else now.
Yeah,
no,
Because
that's true.
You peeping
Yeah.
everything that's happening because you seeing it, like you said, from a director's eye.
And
now.
it's a deeper appreciation
Yeah.
for that work, especially now that you've done it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
Listen,
people that watch these web series, they're like, all right, you got a 45-minute web series. They have no
They have
clue
no idea.
that it took 20 days to do that scene.
Man, listen.
It took 15 days to edit that scene.
Yeah.
It took another 10 days to color grade that scene. Then you went to your software for your audio and all that. It is ridiculous how
They
much
don't
work goes
understand
on.
it. And my series is only like 15 minutes. And people are like, yo, why is it so short, man? I'm like, yo, you don't even know how long it took for me to get to this point.
Take them through
You know
an
what I'm saying?
episode.
Like-
Take them through an episode on
Like
how long it takes you from the writing standpoint to the filming to the editing. Give them an idea how long it takes to do one episode.
All right. For me, like I've mastered my craft in the sense of like where I'm at now. Now I can grow, but I know what it takes to get what I need to get done. So I might shave off some days that might take somebody else a little bit longer. But all right, so I wrote the whole series. I wrote the whole season 1. in Starbucks. Shout out to Starbucks. Hopefully y'all sponsor me one day. I write all my scripts there. You know what I mean? I'm like a regular there.
Listen,
they don't bother me.
fuck Starbucks. I fuck with Dunkin'. That's what I rocks with.
There you go.
Everybody that know me, I rocks with Dunkin'.
The coffee's decent, but I like the atmosphere. I like the right there.
I'm not chilling in Dunkin'. I'm taking that shit home.
You gotta take that's on the go. I only go to Dunkin' Donuts.
It's on the run.
Through
On the go, baby.
And I'm on the way. But I think the series took me about maybe like 3-4 weeks to write. I'm a pretty fast writer. Once I know what I'm doing, it took me like 4 weeks to write. Then I casted everything, and then I had 6 episodes. I actually had more episodes. I had 8, but I didn't end up shooting all of them. I decided I wanted to be on a cliffhanger. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to shoot past that.
Which definitely ended on the greatest.
Yeah, if you seen episode
greatest cliffhanger ever.
I still haven't watched it yet.
Oh,
Don't
so
say nothing.
Yeah, I'm about to tell you.
Yo, don't say nothing. I haven't watched it yet. Don't say
When I
nothing.
tell you, he leaves you like a dope fiend. You are fiending for the next one.
Don't
I had
say
people
nothing. I
calling
haven't
me
watched
up
it.
like, I know you're going to have to at least drop episode 7 real quick.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, you got to wait till the whole next season.
That's a good way to do it, though. That's
But
what
I
creates
learned that from, that's the greatest thing about series, where it's like you can find where to stop, where to cliffhanger, where to keep them thirsty. Like you can't really do that with films. And I've been doing films for so long. I was like, you know what? It's like a new freedom.
It's definitely a freedom.
As a writer, really, because I love to write. In film, it's like you got these guidelines. With series, is way more open, and you can like build on characters a lot more than you can do with like a short film.
Yeah.
And
Short film, there's a beginning, a middle, and end.
in the end,
Yeah.
and you try to get to the end as soon as possible.
A web series is a beginning, an end, a beginning, an end. Just keep going.
Backstories is character development. It's like so much you could do with the characters. So so I had 6 episodes. I had like 8, but I stopped it at the cliffhanger. So we shot for about like 12 days. It took me about 12 days to shoot.
Holy shit. 12.
Damn.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is not how it normally is.
Yo.
Because 12 days, I'm taking a 45-minute and literally filmed for 2 months.
It takes a minute. But this is what I learned. I learned how to be very efficient with the filming.
Yes, that's
with this season. Where I haven't been so much in like my films and stuff like that, but I learned when to shoot certain scenes, how to group certain scenes together, how to group certain actors together. Like all of that stuff becomes like a science.
Yeah.
Like
I'm actually learning
you
that
know
now.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And if people that don't know shoot films, like you don't shoot a film from the beginning to the end. So if you watching the episode, it didn't get filmed that way.
Right,
I might have shot the last scene first, shot the first scene, last, and like I said, how I do it, like regardless, I shoot in the 6 episodes. Like if if this character has his bedroom, right? Say if this is the house of the character, regardless if this house is in episode 1 or episode 6, I shoot them all at the same time. So it don't matter if the scene is in episode 6 or 5. I get them all out the way, so you don't have to worry about transporting.
We did that. We did that in the beginning. Now here's the problem we ran into is we'll film all your scenes.
Okay.
So I got all your scenes. I got it for 10 episodes.
Gotcha.
Which is dope as hell. All right, I got all his scenes is done. Now you mess around and quit.
Yeah.
Now I'm stuck with 10 scenes and I have no ending.
Yeah.
And another problem we was running into was the fact that we was learning more. Okay. So now it's like, all right, when we shot those scenes, that's the shit. They perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Once we
Here we go. Again, 6 months later.
Nah,
this is some bullshit.
Yeah.
So I couldn't use it. I got so many files and so many scenes of wasted footage
that you didn't even use.
So now it came to a point where actually now I started to film it in order because I didn't know how I was gonna have to change it as we went.
Gotcha.
Because about my whole cast, all full-time jobs. Everybody has their family. Nobody's professional actors. Nobody's getting paid.
So it's like commitment. You gotta worry about commitment issues. And I've been lucky, to have a dynamite cast that's like locked in, and I think that goes with. I mean, a lot of things playing in that. Like I said, trust, like what you're doing, dealing with more professional people that's really in the industry because you got to think about it. The Keisha, Jessica Emanuel, the girl that played Keisha.
Shit, bitch got needs out here. In the meantime, I make sure you good while you locked up in this motherfucker, right?
She was from Delaware. I believe she's from Delaware. She lives in Atlanta now. But
wow, so she coming all the way from Atlanta?
Coming all the way now, yeah.
Wow,
I had to ask her, like, yo, are you gonna be ready for season 2? But yeah, like
she plays a big part too.
A huge part, and even bigger now.
Oh yeah.
Than y'all haven't seen nothing.
Yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
That's why you gotta catch up, man, because you ain't seen nothing. But like I said, I had casted her a year before I even shot because I couldn't find anybody. I couldn't find anybody to play this Keisha, this female hustler with ambition who can run with a pack of wolves and be believable.
And she definitely gets it. Not too many people can pull that off.
Yeah, somebody recommended her, and it's funny. I always tell this story because somebody hit me up and he was like, I got this girl. I think she can pull it off. I'm like, man, I don't know. I can't find nobody. She was like, yo, I think she could do it. She called me. I sent her the script at like 2:00 in the morning. I was like, yo, just audition these scenes. You ain't got to really memorize. Just let me see what you could do. I get this alert like 5:00 in the morning. Like my email's going off. So I check my email. She didn't send me her audition tape back. 3 hours later, and knew every line and killed it. Props, guns, everything. And I was like,
yeah, you're mine.
Keisha. I was like, yo, that's Keisha. It blew my mind. And I was like, all right. But I kept stalling the program. Things was happening, whatever the case may be. And then a year later, I'm like, yo, you ready to play Keisha? She like, I'm down. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I've been lucky because people move on. People do different things.
Yeah.
And then, we shot for, it only took me 12 days, but I shot that over the summer of 2008 all the way up until, I think, like January 1st. That was like when we completed. But it just spread out over the months.
It's 12 days of filming.
Then we premiered and, last year. And then it's like, the story continues. And then you're like, yo, are these people going to be willing to do this all over again and down with it? But then you do the script. And then I had to write the script. And I asked each character, like, yo, are y'all going to be with it? Because I got to know if I got to kill y'all off or whatever. Because I got to dedicate the next 2-3 months of writing this.
Yeah.
Right? I wrote the whole script. Now I'm going to try to find me a writer's room. So all the writers out there that want to get down, hopefully for season 3 I open it up. But it's a big commitment. And I always laugh at I always joke with my actors because I'm like, man, y'all shoot y'all scenes and then y'all go on vacation. I'm stuck with this project for the next 6 months.
I tell them all the time.
And piecing it all this other thing. They go shoot their scene and they off to another project. They off into, resting and whatever the case may be. And it's like, that's why I demand so much from my actors. And, I try to get them to go hard because I'm like, yo, y'all only shoot 9 days. Now, granted, you got to practice and you got to know all your stuff. But once you're done, you're done.
Yeah.
It's on me to make sure it comes out the way you want. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do the music. I gotta do the editing. And it's a task. I love it, but it's a lot of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Well, we gonna take a break.
Oh yeah.
We'll be right back.
I got something to ask him after the break. So.
That's the crib right there on the left, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
Just don't shoot nobody this time, nigga.
Maybe. Ready, nigga?
Alright, let's get it.
Last time you messed the money up. We ain't gonna have that again. So I'm gonna take care of it. Just do what I ask and stay quiet. You hear me?
All right, we're back with Maurice Paramore.
Yes,
Thanks again
we
for
are.
having me.
Man,
Yeah, and I have a question for him. Seriously, I really want to know this. In that scene, that prison scene, I'm trying to figure out, do you know somebody in the prison that lets you get, you know what I mean? Yo, I'm really trying to
I'm
figure
waiting
out,
for the
like,
CO to run out and talk about lockdown.
Yeah, like that was a really nice prison scene.
Hey,
What's up? It's good to see you.
you too? How you holding up?
Maintaining. Trying to get through these last few months.
That's good.
How's everything with you? I ain't seen you in a minute. You get my letters?
I got them. I've been good. Just busy.
Too busy to see your man?
No, but I do have a business to run, and you know that.
Just business, huh? Sure you ain't giving up my pussy?
No, but I have been getting my pussy ate every now and then.
Word? It's like that? That's how you do me?
Thank you, man. Thank you. I got a lot of compliments on that scene with, the authenticity to it. Like, all right, this joint looks real as heck. It's movie magic, man. I literally tried to find a prison for months. I'm like, yo, this scene gotta be real. I know what I wanted to.
I tried. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I studied a lot of prison scenes. I studied a lot of. I know a lot of people in jail. I visited a couple of my homies in jail, but so I know I wanted a certain kind of look, and I'm just like, you know what? If I can't get to jail, I'm not gonna be able to pull it off the way I want. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I was like, you know what? I gotta figure this out. So I called up a couple spots. I knew a couple CEOs. I tried to get it. Like, man, ain't no way you're gonna be able to shoot in this joint. And I was like, I guess you're right. But I found a prison in Philadelphia that they actually let you rent out. But with insurance and all this other stuff, it's actually free, but you got to have all these different insurances. So it becomes more than what they would even charge you.
Yeah,
so I was
like,
oh,
come
well,
on,
it's
this a web series. Are you serious?
How you gonna get this off?
Yeah.
But what I learned about filmmaking, it's all about here. It's only about what the people can see. It don't matter what's to the left. It don't matter what's to the right. It's only about what you put into that screen and what you want the audience to see. And I was talking to my lady one day, man, who's also, a designer, stylist. And she's just really good, with the craft and hands and figuring stuff out. I'm just like, I don't know what to do with this prison scene. It's coming out. We got to figure this out. She was like, well, let's just build a set.
I thought the same thing. And I priced those phones. They are not cheap.
It was like, well, that's what we started with. I was like, well, I've seen these phones. I know the typical jailhouse phone. I used to talk to people on them at the jail. So I was like, I know I can get the phone. Found the phone. The actual phone. Now, if you're talking about the real,
I was going to get the blue one. Yeah, I was going to get the blue one.
No, they are expensive. But what I learned,
like $350 a piece.
Yeah. But you start with just the phone. So I took the phone. I found a phone and a cord. Mm-hmm. That was it. Not attached to the actual big thing. Yeah. So you get those for like $20 a pop. I bought 2 phones. I had 2 phones sitting there. I'm like, well, damn, how am I still gonna make this thing? So then I got some plexiglass. I got some plexiglass, and then we got these big wood cutouts, and we built the cutouts to basically where the phones was gonna connect and stuff like that. And we built the wood, put them up against the. I don't want to give you everything, man, but yeah, we basically built the set, and I knew that it was a certain way that I needed to look to achieve that phone conversation in jail.
Do you guys hear this?
Yeah, for real.
Listen, this is how you do it. Like, look at the dedication. Yeah. Literally, this is probably 2-minute scene?
2 minutes, in and out. Yeah.
2-minute scene that probably took a day or two to build, and you know what I mean.
It took
for a 2-minute scene. Like, that's dedication, and that goes to show you that you really care about the craft.
Yeah, it had to be. We had to get the right spray paint. The phone, the thing that the phone hooked up on, it had to be a certain kind of color.
And it had to be a certain look.
The background had to be a certain kind of color. You couldn't just shoot it.
And listen, I've been to prison more than once. And honestly, when I seen that, I was like, yo, he had to shoot that in a prison. Because the first thing I thought is maybe he built it. I'm like, maybe he did. But when I say you took so much care of the detail, that I'm like, this shit is real. Like, nah, he had to shoot this in prison.
I was like, he knows something.
And I wanted to know because I'm like, yo, tell me the prison because now I need to shoot a scene there. And I'm like, wow. Like,
you should have seen us. We was in Home Depot getting like we needed a certain kind of hook. And then we needed if you see where the actual phone hangs up on, it's actually like a light switch. If you turn your light switch on, we cut that out, made that chrome. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
Man, listen,
it
it
was
was
amazing.
detailed. It was detailed.
Yeah, it was
and then I
like
had an office. I had
yeah.
my production office at that time, and I had just painted it. So the walls was the color that I actually was similar to what I wanted for like a prison scene. That was the coincidence. You know what I mean? That was like, and it just all worked out.
It's just crazy how like
got my man in jumpsuit.
realistic it was because we see a lot of web series. I watch a lot of web series where they'll do like a police precinct and you can tell they in a living room somewhere.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And
look,
I don't knock nobody.
Basement
I don't knock
wall,
nobody because listen, a lot of most of us ain't gonna have no damn access to a real damn jail cell or oh damn, I can't even say that shit.
Interrogation room and
Thank
all this
you.
other stuff.
I could not say that shit for nothing. But like for you to really go ahead and put that much effort into something that was like so minute, but it really made the scene. Like I was like, damn, he's really in jail right now.
Man,
I almost cut the scene out, man, because I figured I didn't know if I can get it the right way, you know. And that was the same thing with like the actress, man. I'm like, what? Like they say, once your mind expands, it can't retract back to its original size. So it's like once you have a vision for something, for me, I can't go back. I can't scale down. So it's either I cut it out or I have to achieve it to the greatest
I'm the same way.
I can
The
figure
only
it out.
difference is I always have to cut it out because I'm like,
I
yo,
try not to do
it's so
that's the
much
thing,
that
too.
you got to put into it.
That's the thing too. It's hard for me to cut it out. So it's I give myself two options, but then it resorts back to only one option.
Wow.
I have to do it because
You
it's like
have to.
I can't see now. Now I can't see this series without this scene. I can't see this episode without this scene.
Yeah.
Or without this thing. So it gets to a point where it's like, you know, I gotta put my head together. Gotta figure this out. And that's what happened with the prison scene. I don't know. Detail, like you said, it's like, you know, you gotta figure out the details. If you pay attention, the whole point, what I was saying is, like you said, a lot of people, they'll shoot in the living room that's supposed to be an interrogation room or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Or they'll be in a living room or a bedroom that don't have the right artwork. You know, location. I'm gonna tell you, to up your production value, you gotta focus on the locations. You gotta have better locations.
That's very important.
It just shows. You could do a lot more with the colors and it just makes it looks more richer. You know what I mean? So you
it
can
definitely changes everything.
You know,
like that's something we always had a problem with Vengeance. Like I told you earlier.
Everybody has that.
We had to shoot here.
I was just about to say that because everybody's shooting where they have access to, what you are allowed to shoot in.
Yeah.
I didn't transform my crib to like, man, I just shot in the bedroom, 2 different houses. All we did was switch it around, you know.
And it looked totally different.
You wouldn't even know. I could tell you the teams and you still wouldn't get it. You'd be like, no way. But I pay attention to locations. And if you watch a lot of movies, man, a lot of them are rich is because of the locations.
Oh, they definitely are. It definitely makes the brand so much bigger when you
watch that,
make the world big.
Like as great as a white wall might look in person, or you know, a certain kind of look, cameras, it's funny, cameras can make beautiful things look ugly and they can make ugly things look beautiful.
Yep.
So you gotta watch that because you can end up on the wrong side of the line if you don't use it well. Like it's a tool, you know what I mean? So I pay attention to like locations. It's really important to me. And it gets tricky though, because like you said, you're trying to shoot, you're trying to get stuff done, and you got to use what you have access to. But spend more time with locations.
All right, let's talk about what's your inspiration for the Recession? Like, where does the Recession come from?
I always wanted to tell the story, like I said, of a female hustler. Now you see all these hustlers, you see all these drug dealers, you see all these gangsters, but you never see it from a perspective of a female. Like a super thorough female. And when I was growing up, we had like thorough females, not like big like on some drug dealing stuff, but like I knew females that'll whoop your ass.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That could fight. I knew females that just only hung around dudes and was just the crew that was just cool. You know what
I
I'm
married
saying?
one.
Yeah,
you
like,
just explained my wife. I married
so it's
one.
like, yeah, I was always, always hung around girl, crews where it'd be a girl that's around. You know what I mean? Ain't messing with nobody. She just around. She cool. She the homie. But that and I came across the documentary Cocaine Cowboys, and they was talking about that lady. I think Griselda
Yep.
Blanco, something
Yep.
like that.
Okay.
And they was just talking about how like she was just so thorough, like this super thorough female drug lord, you know what I mean, that
Yeah.
had so much power and was so thorough and dope. And I was just like, I think it just always stuck with me. So I was like, yo, how would I do that, you know, but from like a, more of like a swaggier hustler, you know what I'm saying? Like she was just like, she just had power, but she didn't have like that young, fly, swag, hustler type of vibe. And that's what I wanted to bring to the table. And I was just like, damn, how would that come off? Would it be believable? Blase, blase?
Oh, you
But
got the right actress.
I thought it
Because
was,
I believe it.
you know, I don't know. That's what I always thought. I always wanted to see how that perspective would be of like a female and seeing a bunch of men look up to her and respect her, and also show the growth and like how, you know, what would that do to a character? You know what I mean? The ups and downs and, you know, the growth aspect. I wanted to tell that story, and you haven't seen none of that in season 1. You know, that all of those things you'll start to see in season 2, but. Yeah, that was the inspiration. I just wanted to do something. And if you see the series, it doesn't really have a lot of like landmarks and stuff like that because I didn't want you to really know where the series was being shot.
Same thing.
I wanted it to be like, if you in Philly, you can appreciate what's happening. If you in Cali or Illinois or just in the suburbs like where I'm from in Burlington, like all of these things happen.
Everywhere.
You can get shot anywhere.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You can sell drugs anywhere. So I didn't want it to be like it's in a super hard hood, even though it's certain scenes that take place there. I didn't want it to be like in Philadelphia, even though it's scenes there. It's just like, you know what? If you just scroll on your phone, you watch this series, you be like, you know what? I can
relate to it.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, no matter where it's from.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like in my town, where I'm living at now, Willenboro. If you ride through Willenboro, it's all houses. It looks super regular. You know what I'm saying? But it's drug dealing and people getting shot and all that.
It all changed at night.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like all this stuff can happen anywhere.
Don't matter. Even the suburbs can look scary at night. When you got 100 motherfuckers on the corner. What
I wanted to do is treat the audience intelligently though. And how I look at the Recession is it's about drug dealing, but you never see any drugs.
Nope.
It's about the relationships. It's about
it's about the story behind.
You never see any drug dealing. You never really see any coke or any. You never see none of that. But you know what's happening. So it's like I didn't need to spoon feed anybody. It's just like this is what's going on, but it's a lot deeper than that.
And that's why I loved your series so much, because you took it there. Yeah. It's behind everything. Like we didn't need to see transactions or a whole bunch of coke and money on the table.
Nah, you don't need that all the time.
There's stories behind all of that. Like, and it really hit home because it was one of your characters. I'm not gonna give too much of the story out, but he was coming home from prison and wanted to change his life.
Right.
And I can relate to that because I lived that in real life, like without a web series. Right. So like that's one thing I was like, wow, I totally love this show just on that basis.
On that perspective, yeah.
Because he was deep in the game, and then and that's just how it is. You try to change your life, you try to come home, but everybody that's out there, they didn't change.
No,
it's the same way. They just got worse.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So now you coming home and trying to change, and people are laughing at you like you had to get a job instead
of this and that.
And the first thing that happens is you start losing your respect.
Yeah.
It's like you ain't a gangster no more.
Life's still happening around you, and just because you forgot about the streets are still happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All your beefs are still there. All that you done forgot about them, and I mean, and that's a realistic aspect of your show.
And that's what I wanted from that was like. Like you said, you can tell, even though you didn't see anything before he was in jail, you could just tell that was his lifestyle. Yeah. And he had this young lady that was running up behind him, and now she has the power, and you trying to change your life. So imagine that like power struggle as a man alone. Like you trying to come out, and you trying to do the right thing, and you got a shorty that's like looking at you as you saw, but you brought her up.
Yeah. You the reason.
These are the things that I wanted to play on, like these type of scenarios and situations, because those are the real things. The drugs and all that, that's whatever. But like, what happens when your shorty switch up on you, or your man switch up on you? Like those are the type of stories.
And what's crazy is I lived through everything you just said, and your show shows it just the way it goes down, like as authentic as it can be.
I appreciate that.
Like I there's a lot of embellishment, a lot of web series, but I mean you really hit it like this is exactly how it
This
is.
is
Like,
what's going
there's no
on.
question that this is not embellished. No, this is real life shit.
That's what I wanted to do. Keep it real. Like the foundation is the drugs and the game. Let's say everybody like the game. It's entertaining. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like to see people get shot on camera. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Not real life, but it's entertaining. You know, so like that's the backdrop that. Like I said, I've done a lot of films and I've done stories about drug addicts. I did stuff about wives beating up their husband. I didn't did all kinds of stuff outside of like the urban street market. So it was like when I decided to get into it, it's like, how am I going to do it? How am I going to do it different? How am I going to do it where it represents me too in a way that's like you can see that's coming from my voice. And this was like the best way I knew how to do it. Whereas, yeah, I give you all of that, but then I'm gonna give you all this stuff behind it. Like, why are we in this situation? And the drugs that's just like I said, you never see it, but you know what's happening.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So
And what about the cast and how they're doing and how they do all the preparation and stuff like that?
yeah, well, I started with Jessica Manuel, cause like I said, she's the lead. She's Keisha. She's like.
She's a
She's
thoroughbred
the
for
one.
real.
Yeah, she's the
Yo,
one.
I hope she really like that, because I couldn't see her no other way. She couldn't come up and be all, how you doing? Because I look at her like, for real?
You know what's so crazy? She's such a sweetheart. Like, she's so cool. Like, she's like, you can laugh and joke about any and everything with her. Like, she's super cool. Every time she'll come to interviews, then we'll just stop, afterwards for like 30 minutes and just talk about everything, and then she'll shoot back down to Baltimore, whatever the case may be. She's super cool as hell, but she know how to. I mean, I don't know. She might have another side of her. That I haven't seen. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how you could just switch it and pull it off, but she gets it. She gets the character, and my whole point is, I told her, I was like, look, you're going to be the female Nino Brown. That's the first thing I need you to go
damn
see.
sure.
Go watch New Jack City. That was the first thing I told her to go watch. Told her to go watch LL's performance in Into Deep. God, like, you're transforming these male characters into a female. You're just going to bring that finesse to it. And she ran with it, you know what I'm saying? The boy Wayne Thomas that plays the guy that was, her man that was in jail. I couldn't find Kenny either, because it's kind of weird, kind of like stereotypical, but I don't know. He just looks like he did 10 years in jail. And I wanted somebody that.
Let me tell you something. Don't you ever disrespect me like that again. You know what the fuck I'm about, and you know how I get down.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks the part for real. Like, everybody, I think all your actors.
I don't know. I just wanted her to look in certain ways.
Maybe like the runner, like episode 1, the one that was talking shit about Keisha, talking about he won.
Yo,
like
that was my dude right there. I was like, I want his part. I want his part. Like,
but you gotta watch where it goes from there, because it gets deep in that whole aspect.
Parts though, yeah. And the one dude, Rudder, it was 2 runners or whatever the case may be. Like, this was his first time acting. First time acting, man, and he's a rapper, but he wanted to get down. And the one dude, he's a comedian, funny as hell. They just all brought like the perfect energy, and together, that's the main thing. Like, you might bring what you bring, you might bring what you bring separately, right? Then I put y'all together, and it's just not working.
Yeah.
These people, we really became a family, because no matter who I paired them with and linked them up, like, it was just all love and fun and just great performances. So when it came to season 2, they like, yo, whatever you need, I'm on. I'm ready. Like, we got people now that's connected in California, so it's going to be even more of a bi-coastal thing. We're doing scenes out there. Like, it's going to be big.
Oh, so you...
Got a couple rappers I ain't going to expose y'all yet to, but we got a couple rappers.
Yeah, that's our next question, man. Like, what is the future plans for the Recession?
Just take it to the next level, man. I've been getting a lot of great feedback. Like you said, it's not the amount of people, it's just what the feedback is.
We need to get them up to 100,000 views per episode.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Because, I honestly, they the top, in the top 20, if not the top 10, as far as content. Like, dead ass, it's not just saying this. I mean, it's that good. Like, y'all need to go out and check out this show. Y'all have to. If you really appreciate web series and
Yo,
you just love it, man, this is something that could easily be on Netflix tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's how good it is. That's how good it looks.
I appreciate that.
Like, that's something, and, like, what could we expect? Like,
Yeah,
it's going to be a longer season,
yeah,
longer episodes,
definitely,
like,
yeah. All the
Longer
above.
episodes too?
Yeah, so we had 6 episodes in season 1. This is going to be up to 8 episodes. The first season was about 15-minute episodes. These are up to like 25 and 30.
oh, there we go.
Okay.
People want it. You gotta give the people what they want. You know, people wanted longer episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the stakes are higher. Like all I did with season 1 was just set up the foundation. Who these characters are, what's at stake. You seeing what's going on with Kenny and his lady, his friend that he moves in with, and all of that. Now it's like the pressure's on because it's a lot of, you know, the stakes are higher. It's a lot more drama, a lot more issues, a lot of twists, a lot more turns. Like I'd say, if you like season 1, you're gonna love season 2 because it's
The way you left it, like,
Shut up! I haven't seen it.
no,
You gotta say
stop.
it.
But the thing is, no, I would never put no details out there. But when I tell you how it such an emotional roller coaster, how you left it. Like, there's so many avenues that you can take
that
this,
you can go with.
that you can go to with season 2. It's like I can't even begin to think of, oh shit.
Yeah, and that was like the thing. Like, all right, where am I going to go? Because for a minute, I kind of got stuck when I. It's one thing about season 2. I rewrote the whole season. Mind you, I wrote season 2 before I finished season 1. Right?
You knew where you wanted to go.
I knew where I wanted to go, but after I shot and filmed season 1 and put it out there, got feedback, and I even knew my characters better, I rewrote the whole season.
You know,
It's a season. It's a script out there that's never gonna get shot.
listen, you know how many of those are? I
I
got
rewrote the
notebooks
whole
over there.
season because I understood.
I literally
more.
rewrote every episode multiple times. I rewrote the entire season multiple times.
Yeah.
I done changed actors to where he wasn't even supposed to be beefing with me. He was supposed to be on my side to where it was like, no, he's a reliable person. If I need him to film, he's gonna be there. You know what? I need you to play opposite of me.
Yeah,
Because that's what I need. You need
but
that consistency.
You learn. You know, for one, I listen to the audience. You know, like I'm getting a lot of feedback. Seeing what characters. It was a character that was supposed to die off very soon, and I realized like, nah, it's not time for that. Like, you actually are a key point of what's driving this thing. You know, so
And that's hard. That's definitely hard because if you kill off the wrong person,
you might
mess your whole.
Yeah.
You might mess the whole show up because now people like they fall in, and a lot of viewers fall in love with a certain character.
And you gotta, and when you got a character that people love to hate, you gotta drive that person.
Yeah,
it's
you
just
gotta
like
keep
that in any
them.
series, and like Power and stuff like that. Like, why does person keep making the same decision? Why he back with her? It's like people need that drama. You know what I mean? And I think for me, I was trying to get to another storyline too fast, and I had to scale back. Like, hold up, it's not time for this. I got some other stuff that ain't gonna happen to like season 3 or 4. So it's like you gotta scale back. And then I realized again, I did so many short films that I was always getting from A to Z as soon as possible. So I was like, you know what? No, I got more time to like develop these characters and develop these storylines. Like, oh, you know what? I could do this with him. I could do this with her. And then it just started to open the series up. That's why I said scratch the whole season 2, rewrote it, and I gave it to my actors. I was like, yo,
This is
got him now.
This is it.
We got him now. You know what I mean? So everybody, I'm challenging everybody now. Like, everybody got to step their game up. You know what I mean? Like, the actors got to step their game up.
Do we have a timetable? Like, do you have any dates set? Like, as far as premiering? And
I just started filming season 2. We started filming a couple weeks ago, and the first 4 scenes we shot, like, got the cops called on us, so you know we doing something right. You know what I mean? They thought the scene was real. And,
authentic.
Like,
y'all hear me? That's how you know your shit authentic. When the police come and fucking put you on the ground, get ready to shoot you.
Guns was out and everything for the scene, so it was like, you know what? Yeah, we got something. And not only that, like the actors are more prepared now because they seen what happened in season 1. They seen the feedback. They seen what we had, so they like, yo, damn, with just that, now I want to step my game up. And when they see another actor bring it up, now he wants to bring it up. Now she wants to go hard. Now it's becoming like a friendly competition. Like, you know what? Oh, you killed it. Oh no, I gotta go hard. So it's becoming more of a community thing. Everybody's just they waiting their time to film, man. And that's what, like I said, I had to earn that.
Yeah, and that,
Now, some people knew my work, but now once they seen it premiere, sold out premiere, feedback is good. People are getting calls from being other projects.
That's
they
important.
like, you know what? I'm gonna give him whatever he needs. I'm gonna go hard for them. So like I said, I appreciate that for my actors because they don't have to go hard for them.
Hey, make sure y'all stay loyal to them.
Yeah.
Even if you get that opportunity, make sure don't leave. If you gonna leave them, make sure you shoot that death scene. Don't just leave them high and dry. Cause that done happened to me a couple times where I gotta kill people off.
That's the worst.
Not the way I want to.
But that's why I sent out a public apology to my cast because, like I said, you know the climate right now with the cops and everything.
Yeah,
like,
and that was real. Like when I seen that, I was like, damn.
But I never try to steer anybody in the wrong direction. And like I said, I appreciate my cast because like y'all riding with me. I didn't have no permits. You know what I mean? Anything could have happened, whatever. But they was like, nah, like this, I believe in this. You know what I'm saying? I believe in this. Like my actor called me the next day, like, yo, bro, like, yo, I'm loving what's going on. Like I'm gonna give you the best acting I've ever gave. You know what I mean? Like to hear that from my actors and they like, when's the next scene? Like, yo, I want to go hard. If that wasn't good enough, I'll come back and shoot. Like that type of dedication. That's what I appreciate. So I have to tell my actors, like, look, I appreciate y'all riding with me. I'm gonna make sure I take the right precautions because I don't want to put nobody in a bad situation. But just to see, like, even after the cops left, they were still ready to roll. I just happened to have what I needed, so I was like, you know what, that's enough for the night. You know what I mean? Then we went to shot another scene, but they go to the end of the world for me, man. So again, appreciate my actors because they don't have to.
So do we got a date? Do you got some type of timetable where you think?
This summer, hopefully by like August, we'll have a premiere. Y'all gotta come to the premiere.
Oh, definitely.
Before it goes online,
I'm mad that I didn't know about your first premiere.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do. We go to premieres like
we go to premiere.
Shout out to Project Heat. Project Heat about to have their premiere.
Okay.
I'll make sure some of my castmates is going, like just to represent,
show
the
love.
Support.
Gotta show love.
I might not be able to make it because of work obligations, which kind of sucks. You know what I mean? But
yeah, gotta life, gotta live too. But
like, that's important to us. We love showing that support, like, because you know what I mean. If we ain't gonna support, who is? And that's what it's about.